Rise and shine, everyone. Welcome to your Friday Junior. It is 6:01. Jason and Alicia here with you as we head towards the weekend.
We're so close. All right, so let's bring in Guy Brown for a check of that forecast today and through the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, you got gray skies. You got some low clouds this morning, so you could hit some patchy, dense fog. Temperatures are in the low 60s, low to mid 60s, dew points in the 60s. That means you could feel the humidity slightly on the skin with a southeast breeze at about 6 miles per hour. All right, let's track your morning drive. Clouds with some fog, temps in the upper 60s. By lunchtime, upper 70s. Temperatures start heating up with some sun and clouds, and later on this afternoon and evening, still hanging on the dry conditions for the drive with temperatures right around 86, maxing out to that later this afternoon. So heating up, some morning fog, west wind 5 to 15 for the afternoon hours. Coming up, I will dive more into the weekend. Just know the weekend looks drier, maybe some wildfire smoke to return to the skies. So I'll keep you updated on that. Megan?
Good morning. If you're coming in from Wisconsin this morning, plan ahead. I would just say start getting ready to get out the door now, because you're going to want to take 95 to 36. As just before 5:30 this morning, a crash happened on 94 westbound near Afton. It is right now at a standstill in that area right now. I have reached out to both State Patrol and MnDOT to get more information on what exactly is going on here, but this is closer to Hudson. You can see nothing. No one's moving who is stuck right now. No, or those who are stuck on 94 right now are not moving. So we'll take a look right now, though. Across the metro, otherwise, things are looking really good. You can see here's where those backups are happening on 94 westbound. Jason and Alicia.
All right, plan ahead. All right, thanks for that update, Megan. Appreciate it. In just a few hours, the driver accused of causing a deadly crash in Robbinsdale will make his first court appearance.
In the last 16 hours, we've learned new details about what happened here. But first, look at this video from a neighbor's Ring doorbell on Saturday. Police say that right there is 20-year-old Quentin Hudson blowing through a stop sign at nearly 100 miles per hour. He then slammed into Emily and John Girding's vehicle. Emily died at the hospital, and John is in critical condition this morning. Cece is live at the Hennepin County Courthouse tracking this case. Cece.
Hi, good morning. So Hudson expected to be in court at 1:30 this afternoon, and he's facing multiple charges, including fleeing from a police officer, as you saw in that video, and then also criminal vehicular homicide. According to a complaint, the 20-year-old was on drugs at the time of that crash. Police say an officer was trying to pull Hudson over on Saturday night for speeding. He was driving a Tesla at about 55 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. That's when Hudson fled from the officer who pulled him over before crashing into the Girdings on 36th Avenue. When asked why he didn't stop for the officer, Hudson told investigators he, quote, didn't want to. Now keep in mind, officials tell us Hudson only had an instruction permit, not a Minnesota driver's license. Now, if convicted of all the charges he's facing, he could face more than 60 years in prison. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to be showing you how the community is stepping up for the Girding family during such a difficult time.
Yeah.
Jason, Alicia.
All right, Cece, thank you for that update. This morning, we're seeing incredible images, just like this one, out of the Chicago area. The National Weather Service now confirming several tornadoes touched down near the city and several suburbs less than 12 hours ago. At one point, 2 tornadoes were on the ground at the same time near the suburb of Elgin. And that includes a touchdown near Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Thousands of travelers were packed inside the terminals as shelter-in-place orders were given while the storms moved through. Both O'Hare and Midway airports were on ground stops at one point. One man says he was driving when the storm started.
Right out of the tornado come right out of the sky, was over our car. It was spinning. I seen 2 guys taking a film, and I'm looking up, and here it comes down towards our car. I moved my car over, and it just rolled right over us, and just started destroying everything.
Now this morning, the tornado threat for Chicago is over and all tornado warnings have expired. O'Hare and Midway have also since resumed operations. There are reports of dozens of homes and businesses damaged, but so far, thankfully, there are no reports of any injuries.
Eva here at the live desk. Big news out of Hollywood. Just 3 hours ago, the Film Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, announced they're voting this morning on whether to go on strike. This comes after the union was unable to come to contract agreements with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. That's the collective bargaining group that represents major studios and streamers like Disney and Netflix. Contracts expired overnight at 2 a.m. our time. The actors are demanding higher pay as well as protections against AI and their image use. If they do strike, it'll be the first time Hollywood actors and writers have walked out at the same time since 1960. Back to you.
All right, Eva, thank you. This morning, Minneapolis is preparing to move forward with a new public safety plan created by Harvard University researchers. The city council met about 16 hours ago to talk about it. The top takeaways are more violence prevention programs and unarmed responses in addition to police. The city will now look at how these recommendations will fit into this year's or next year's budget. This morning, we want to give you context about crime happening in the city. So public crime data from MPD shows car theft is up almost 70%. Destruction, stolen property, sex offenses, weapon violations, and assault are also on the rise. Meanwhile, carjackings are actually down 46%. Gunshot wound victims and homicides are each down around 35%. Also on the decline, shots fired calls, robbery, non-vehicle theft, burglary, and domestic assault.
I'm Lou Raguse. Brian Cummings, the former Minneapolis police officer who pleaded guilty to criminal vehicular homicide from a high-speed chase, was sentenced. Cummings received 270 days in the Hennepin County workhouse for the death of Linnell Frazier. Cummings was chasing a robbery suspect through a red light when he hit Frazier, who had a green light, with his police car going 78 miles per hour. With the plea deal, Cummings receives probation instead of prison time, but he still has to spend time in the workhouse, a corrections facility that allows work release. Frazier's family wanted him to spend a full year there. Judge Tamara Garcia gave Cummings 270 days.
St. Paul Public Schools is looking for more teachers. In a few hours, it's holding a hiring event to help fill positions. Licensed educators can sign up in advance for interviews. Hard-to-fill positions may be eligible for a hiring and retention bonus. Out-of-state candidates would be eligible for a $5,000 bonus thanks to a Teach grant. Today's event is from 4 to 7 at Como Park Senior High School. Also hiring this morning is USPS. It's looking to fill all entry-level positions like mail delivery, mail processing, and retail clerks. It's holding job fairs today at several locations across the metro starting from 10:30 until 2:30.
In a few hours, a St. Paul man is getting a new wheelchair after his was stolen along with his truck this week. The O'Neill Foundation of Hope offered to replace the stolen wheelchair for 26-year-old Kyle Schultz. He was diagnosed with ALS more than 2 years ago. Kyle's Tahoe and wheelchair were stolen from his driveway Tuesday morning. Police later found the truck stripped and the chair nowhere to be found.
So I reached out to his mom and his brother on Facebook and just said, look, we want to get him a new chair.
To you supporters out there that have been helping, thank you, because I don't feel so alone.
Now, the new wheelchair will be delivered to Kyle today. In the meantime, a GoFundMe page has been created to help Kyle replace his stolen truck with a handicapped accessible van. If you want more information, you want to help out here, visit care11.com.